afternoon, Dunkirk and Fredonia listeners, and welcome back to News at Noon. News at Noon is brought to you by Fredonia Radio Systems on WCVF 88.9 and WDVL 89.5. I'm News Director Lee Pye here today with Mitch, Horucy, Sara, Lodespoto, Kelly Ibach, as well as Hunter Halterman. This top of the hour update will bring you the latest on SUNY Fredonia's campus news and events, sports, weather, and music. First up, let's go to the event bulletin for this week. Fredonia Radio Systems is taking over the ice rink for their annual Rock and Skate fundraising event. There will be raffles, activities, food, as well as being able to skate on ice. The legacy show High Noon Friday is celebrating its 40th year anniversary by having the 80s theme for the event. Get all groovy on the ice rink in the Steel Hall on February 23rd from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's it for the information through the grapevine. Next up, we'll send it to Kelly for our latest campus news updates.
Thanks, Lee. The Black Student Union Club is hosting a sip and paint night for their open ceremony, mixing up mocktail drinks such as strawberry daiquiris and pineapple paradise. The event is today from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. in the Williams Center, S222. There is a new archival exhibit in the Reed Library. The exhibit is called Art and Archives. Robert Rie, sorry if I got that wrong, papers, which features original works from the students in Fall 2023's Monotypes and Monoprints class, alongside documents from the Robert Rie papers held in Reed Library's special collectives and archives. The opening reception will be February 9th at 2 p.m. Another win for Fredonia. SUNY Fredonia School of Music alumni Randy Merrill, who graduated in 1997, won a Grammy for his mastering engineering work on the song Midnight by Taylor Swift. For Album of the Year, Charlie Post graduated in 1998, won with David Frost in the category of the Best Engineered Album, Classical for Contemporary American Composers by Ricardo Muti, and the Chicago Symphony Orchestra. That's it for campus news. Now let's send it back to Lee.
Thanks, Kelly. Next up, we have local news. The former bank may be turned into a mixed-use apartments. On Monday, Governor Kathy Hochul announced that over $15 million has been awarded to support 19 projects along the New York State through the Regional Economic Development Council initiative. Among the announced projects was the Buffalo Business Park Incorporated, receiving over $150,000 in grant money. The Buffalo Business Park is a bank building in Dunkirk, which has been in disrepair. It will eventually be made into an Airbnb or an apartment. The property is currently owned by the Dunkirk Local Development Corporations. 4 guests at a recent Gowanda Board of Education meeting addressed the board after an employee was terminated for his roles within the district. Brandon Newell was terminated on January 9th by the Gowanda Central School District, where he served as a substitute teacher assistant, and junior varsity boys basketball coach. His removal as a coach in the middle of the basketball season sparked a response from the public. After a budget workshop began in the evening, the Board of Education then entered into an executive session for the purpose of discussing the employment history of the particular person. A few people expressed their concerns about the coach during the meeting, but no information was given on why Newell was terminated. Instead, a written response was set to be issued to address the matter. The district office declined to comment further when contacted by the Observer. That's it for your local news update, and now let's take it to Mitch.
Hello, everyone. I am Mitch Horucy, filling in for Sports Director Matt Volz, who is in Las Vegas right now. Yesterday, both the men's and women's basketball team were in action as they welcomed the Oneida Dragons to town. The men's team lost a close one, 66-59, after a strong first half from the Dragons. Pete Laley led all scorers with 16 points. Malik Jamison had 14 points for the Blue Devils. The women's team lost a tough one with a final of 50-48. After a strong late push, the Blue Devils missed a game-tying shot at the buzzer. Freshman Grace Alexander continued her strong freshman campaign with 24 points, leading all scorers. The Blue Devils currently sit 2 games out of playoffs with 4 games remaining. In the NHL, the Sabres returned from the All-Star break to take on the Dallas Stars at KeyBank Center. The Sabres lost 2-1 despite outshooting the Stars 48-31. Tace Thompson with the lone goal scorer for the Sabres. That's it for your sports update. Let's send it to Sara with the weather.
Now, here is your Northern Chautauqua weather update brought to you by Fredonia Radio Systems.
Hey y'all, today appears to be a little cloudy as it rises to 46. Just a reminder for my folks out there, if you're exhausted as I am, we're halfway through the busy week, so keep pushing. Tonight, we welcome more clouds appearing into our night sky while temperatures dip to 34. Yeah, the gloominess doesn't end there, as we discuss tomorrow's windy 55. Speaking of miserable weather, I wrote a little poem to cheer us up. Here it goes. Rainy clouds can no longer be proud. My umbrella defines the end of a wet era. A bit risky, I know, but I'll work on it later. Anyway, there is some truth to that since we get showers throughout tomorrow night, dropping to the low 40s. That's it for your 2-day weather. Keep listening, and I'll be back with the rest of your weekend forecast. For now, let's take it to Lee for a local music update.
Ryan Terry is releasing his album, Brand New Person, and is playing a show for it at the Creek House. Ryan Terry, along with his 2 bands, Hit Girl and Beach Tower, which what you're listening to right now, are performing on Saturday, February 10th. Doors are at 7 p.m. and music is at 8 p.m. DM Creek House IG on Instagram for the address. A show is happening at BJ's in downtown Fredonia. Last Call Entertainment is hosting Deluxe, Bone Machine, Garden Closet, and Spooky Visions. Come to BJ's at 51 West Main Street, Fredonia on Thursday, February 15th. Doors are at 9 p.m. and music is at 10 p.m. That's it for the music news this week. Let's send it back to Sara for the rest of our weather.
Hey y'all, so I finally fixed that poem from earlier. I did all the necessary touch-ups. So, round 2, final poem. Rainy clouds can no longer be proud. My umbrella finishes this wet era. What'd you think? I know Lee is the president of the Writers' Ring, so I'll ask him about him after the show. But for now, let's focus on this weekend's weather. Friday sandwiches us with showers in the morning and then later in the afternoon while wind speed pushes us to the upper 50s. P.S. I Love You Day, a day to advocate for mental health awareness, falls on this Friday. To support, plan on adding some purple to your outfit. Luckily, I have a purple hoodie to wear when it gets cold later that night, as it shifts to a windy 45. While sleeping in on Saturday, I won't be missing much since we got a gloomy overcast and temperatures in the low 50s. Don't bother trying to message me before 12 p.m. because I will be out. The sleep debt I have built up over the week will finally catch up to me. Later into the evening, nearly half of the clouds dissipate, leaving us a breezy and cold low 30s. Just when I thought we would reach some sort of equilibrium in the 50s, Sunday likes to mess it all up by barely reaching 40. There's always one trendsetter, am I right? However, it follows the windy, high cloud cover trends that has been going viral this weekend. Even at nighttime, following the previous days like a rule book, we could see the continuation of dark clouds and dropping temperatures to the low 30s. That's it for your weekend forecast. Let's take it right back to Lee.
That'll wrap up for today's edition of News at Noon. Campus News is read by Kelly Ibach, and Campus News and local news is prepared by Lee Pye. Weather is presented by Sara Lodespoto. Sports is presented by Mitch Horucy. Music is prepared by Lee Pye. And finally, board operations for this broadcast are performed by Hunter Halterman. Thanks for tuning in to News at Noon. Join us every Monday and Wednesday at 12 p.m. on WCVF 88.9 and WDVL 89.5. From all of us at Fredonia Radio Systems, have a wonderful day.